नमस्कार, बहुत-बहुत स्वागत है गाइस आपके अपने चैनल KFCS है क्रिकेट वाला पर। तो गाइस जैसे कि जब से वर्ल्ड कप का शेड्यूल आया है लगातार हम कवर करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं वर्ल्ड कप क्वालीफायर्स भी और वर्ल्ड कप भी। तो आज वर्ल्ड कप पे पूरी चर्चा करेंगे जैसे ही हमारे साथ गेस्ट आते हैं तो उनसे पूरी बातचीत करेंगे कि वर्ल्ड कप की टीम के लिए क्या प्रिपरेशन है, इंडियन टीम किस तरह से प्रिपेयर कर रही है, कौन से प्लेयर्स हैं जो कि अभी भी जिन पे डाउट है और कौन से प्लेयर्स हैं जो उन्हें रिप्लेस कर सकते हैं, तो उसके बारे में पूरी बातचीत करेंगे। उससे पहले शुरुआत करते सुपर सिक्स का मुकाबला जो कि कल से शुरू हो रहा है। अगर हम सुपर सिक्स की बात करें तो सबसे पहले जो सुपर सिक्स का मुकाबला स्टार्ट होने वाला है और सुपर सिक्स के मुकाबले का पहला मैच जो है जिम्बाब्वे और ओमान के बीच में खेला जाएगा। वही बात करें सुपर सिक्स की तो गाइस आप लोग पहले ही जानते होंगे कि पहले से ही कुछ टीम्स को बहुत ज़्यादा फ़ायदा होने वाला था जिसमें से जिम्बाब्वे एक ऐसी टीम है जिनके पास ऑलरेडी 4 पॉइंट्स हैं। उन्होंने 2 टीम्स को हराया है और हराने के बाद जो है उनकी उम्मीदें बनी गई है कि वो वर्ल्ड कप में क्वालीफाई कर जाएँगे। तो जिम्बाब्वे की टीम उनके लिए आसान है सिनेरियो उनको बस बचे हुए 3 मैचेस में से 2 मैच जीतने हैं, वो क्वालीफाई कर जाएँगे और श्रीलंका की टीम भी बहुत शानदार तरीके से खेल रही है इस बार। तो श्रीलंका की टीम भी बहुत बढ़िया खेल रही है तो इसका उन्हें गिफ्ट मिलेगा और उन्हें वर्ल्ड कप खेलने का मौका मिलेगा। तो श्रीलंका की टीम और जिम्बाब्वे की टीम मोस्ट प्रोबेबली नज़र आ रही है। बाकी कल के मैच की हम थोड़ी बातचीत कर लेते हैं। जिम्बाब्वे और ओमान के बीच में जब मैच होगा तो ये बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट मैच होने वाला है अ, जिम्बाब्वे के लिए भी क्योंकि जिम्बाब्वे ये जानती है कि ओमान की टीम ने बहुत बड़ा उलटफेर किया था आयरलैंड को हराया था वर्ल्ड कप क्वालिफायर में तो वो नहीं चाहेंगे कि ये उलटफेर दोबारा हो और जिम्बाब्वे की टीम जो है कल बहुत ज़्यादा कॉन्शियस होकर खेलेगी, पूरी उम्मीद है इस चीज़ की। और अगर मैं बात करूँ जिम्बाब्वे की टीम की तो उनकी जो टीम है ओरिजिनल टीम आपको कल खेलते हुए नज़र आएगी। ओरिजिनल टीम के मतलब मैं अगर कहूँ तो ओरिजिनल टीम का मतलब ये है कि जैसे कि इरविन जो है पिछले मैच में खेल नहीं रहे थे तो कप्तानी जो थी सीन विलियम्स को मिली थी तो कल आपको इरविन खेलते हुए नज़र आएँगे। पूरी उम्मीदें हैं कि वो इरविन खेलेंगे और जो ओपनिंग कॉम्बिनेशन है उसका देखना बहुत ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट रहेगा। सो मुझे लगता है कि हाँ, कि जो ज़िम्बाब्वे की जो टीम है वो 90% इस मैच को जीत जाएँगी क्योंकि ओमान की टीम भले ही 2 मैच जीत के आई हो कॉन्फिडेंस जैसा भी हो बट ओमान की टीम का जो लेवल है वो उतना है नहीं ज़िम्बाब्वे के आगे और ज़िम्बाब्वे की जो बॉलिंग है वो भी काफ़ी अच्छी है। तो अगर मैं बॉलिंग यूनिट्स की बात करूँ तो बॉलिंग यूनिट में इनका वेल मस्कार्डज़ा है नरगावा है, बिलासिंग मुज़रब्बानी है, तो ये कुछ ऐसे बॉलर्स हैं जिन्होंने अपना दबदबा दिखाया है, तेंदुई चेतारा है। तो वेस्ट ज़िम्बाब्वे की टीम अपने घर में बहुत बढ़िया क्रिकेट खेल रही है। वहीं अगर मैं ओमान की बात करूँ तो ओमान में कुछ प्लेयर्स हैं जैसे जितेंद्र सिंह, कश्यप प्रजापति जिसान मकसूद, यान खान, शोएब खान, जय वडेरा, बिलाल खान इन्होंने कुछ अच्छे परफॉर्मेंस किए थे जिससे उलटफेर हुआ था। आयरलैंड जैसी टीम को जाना पड़ा वर्ल्ड कप क्वालिफायर में जाना पड़ा वहाँ से तो मुझे लगता है कि बिल्कुल एक बहुत बड़ा झटका था और जिस तरह से खेली थी ओमान की टीम, जो ओमान की टीम ज़रूर चाहेगी कि इस तरीके का मैच हो और ओमान की टीम की अगर मैं बात करूँ उनकी स्थिति भी कोई बहुत अच्छी है नहीं। अगर टेबल की बात करूँ तो ओमान की टीम को जो है कोई भी पॉइंट्स मिले नहीं हैं। ओमान की टीम को नॉट ओनली अपने मैचेस जीतने हैं बल्कि तीनों मैच जीतना ये अपने आप में बहुत मुश्किल काम होने वाला है ओमान के लिए क्योंकि ओमान को जो मैचेस खेलने हैं वो सामने टीम होगी वेस्ट इंडीज़ की टीम है, जिम्बाब्वे की और जो तीसरी टीम है वो नीदरलैंड की है। सो मुझे नहीं लगता कि ये इतना आसान रहने वाला है ये तीनों मैच ओमान की टीम के लिए ज़्यादा आसान रहेगा नहीं। सो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि ज़िम्बाब्वे कल ये मैच जीत जाएगी सुपर सिक्स का और क्वालिफिकेशन जो है उन्हें और पास नज़र आएगी क्योंकि सिर्फ 2 मैच जीतने हैं ज़िम्बाब्वे को ज़िम्बाब्वे क्वालीफाई कर जाएगी तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है। तो ज़रूर जैसे ही हमारे साथ गेस्ट जुड़ते हैं तो हम बातचीत को आगे बढ़ाएँगे। तब तक मैं थोड़ी-सी आपको बताना चाहूँगा कि जो सुपर सिक्स का जो मैच है मैं फिर से आपको पॉइंट सिस्टम समझा देता हूँ कि पॉइंट सिस्टम कुछ इस तरीके का है कि जब आपकी जो टीम्स है वो पहले राउंड में जो खेली थी उनका नेट रन रेट है, उनका पॉइंट सिस्टम है, वो भी साथ में चल रहा है। तो सुपर सिक्स में ऑलरेडी जो है कुछ टीम्स को बहुत ज़्यादा फायदा होगा और इनमें से जो दो टीम्स हैं वो है श्रीलंका और जिम्बाब्वे। तो उनको बहुत ज़्यादा फ़ायदा होने वाला है, जिसका आपको रिजल्ट साफ तौर पे देख सकते हैं कि उन्हें सिर्फ अपने दो मैचेस जीतने हैं तीन में से और वो फाइनली क्वालिफाई कर जाएंगे टॉप टू क्वालिफायर से। बाकी वेस्ट इंडीज़ की टीम की बात करें तो बहुत बड़ा झटका है, क्योंकि वेस्ट इंडीज़ की टीम ने मैचेस जो जीते हैं वो बहुत ही कमज़ोर टीम के अगेंस्ट जीती है, और जो कि टीम अभी क्वालिफाई नहीं कर पाई है। जो टीम क्वालिफाई की है उनमें से एक भी मैच वेस्ट इंडीज़ ने जीता नहीं है। तो वेस्ट इंडीज़ की टीम को नॉट ओनली अपने मैचेस जीतने हैं, बल्कि दुआ ये भी करनी है कि जिम्बाब्वे अपने सारे मैचेस हार जाए। तो ये काफ़ी ज़बरदस्त सुपर सिक्स का मुकाबला होने वाला है, और वर्ल्ड कप क्वालिफायर ऑलरेडी बहुत बढ़िया चल रहा है। तो पूरी उम्मीद है कि जिस तरह से हमने वर्ल्ड कप क्वालिफायर में बड़े बड़े उलटफेर देखे, नीदरलैंड ने वेस्ट इंडीज़ को धोया है, ओमान ने आयरलैंड को धोया है, आयरलैंड जैसी टीम को एक एक मैच जीत के बाहर होना पड़ा। तो ये बहुत ही ज़्यादा टक्कर के मैचेस हुए, और पूरी उम्मीद है कि जब कल सुपर सिक्स स्टार्ट होगा तो और भी ज़्यादा ज़बरदस्त होगा। तो गाइस, कोई भी जुड़ना चाहता है मेरे साथ तो जुड़ सकता है, मैंने लिंक प्रोवाइड कर दिया है आपको। तो आप मेरे साथ जुड़ सकते हैं और अपनी व्यूज़ रख सकते हैं वर्ल्ड कप क्वालिफायर्स पर। और अगर मैं बात करूँ कल के गेम की, तो कल के गेम इम्पोर्टेंट रहेगा, नॉट ओनली जिम्बाब्वे के लिए बल्कि ये वेस्ट इंडीज़ के लिए काफ़ी ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट रहेगा। वेस्ट इंडीज़ की टीम चाहेगी कि कुछ ऐसा हो जाए जिससे कि जिम्बाब्वे की टीम जो है मैच हार जाए। हालांकि क्रिकेट कहते हैं निश्चितता वो खेल है, पर पॉसिबिलिटी ज़्यादा है जिम्बाब्वे की। जिम्बाब्वे की जो टीम है, अगर उनके जो ओरिजिनल प्लेइंग 11 खेल रही है, अगर उनको हटा दिया जाए तो भी ये टीम जो है करामात कर सकती है। तो बहुत ही अच्छा इनका समय चल रहा है, और मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि ज़िम्बाब्वे की टीम जो है खेल जाएगी वर्ल्ड कप, और मुश्किल है थोड़ा वेस्ट इंडीज़ के लिए, और बहुत बड़ा झटका भी रहेगा ऐसी टीम के लिए जिनके पास स्पॉन्सर्स नहीं है, और ऊपर से अगर आप क्वालिफाई नहीं करते हैं वर्ल्ड कप के लिए तो ये कंट्री के लिए बहुत बड़ा झटका होता है। तो मुझे लगता है कि ये बहुत बड़ा झटका लगने वाला है वेस्ट इंडीज़ को आने वाले वर्ल्ड कप में। हालांकि ये भी अर्ली रिजल्ट्स है, बट फिर भी जैसा स्टैट्स अभी बता रहा है, स्टैट्स के अकॉर्डिंग मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि मुश्किल रहने वाला है। हालांकि कल के अगर मैं पिचेस की थोड़ी बात कर लेता हूँ कि कल जहाँ पे गेम होने वाले हैं, बुलवायु में गेम होगा। बुलवायु में अगर मैं गेम्स की बात करूँ तो रिसेंट लास्ट टू मैचेस में हमने देखा कि जिस टीम ने बॉलिंग अच्छी की है, हालांकि श्रीलंका की टीम की बॉलिंग अच्छी है, इसलिए उनके स्टैट्स को इतना ध्यान में तो नहीं रख सकते, बट जस्ट एक एवरेज स्कोर की अगर मैं बात करूँ तो 300 के आसपास का एक एवरेज स्कोर आपको देखने को मिल सकता है, और वो तभी मिल सकता है अगर जिम्बाब्वे की टीम पहले खेल जाए तो। और जो भी सीन विलियम्स बहुत शानदार फॉर्म में है, इरविन भी बहुत शानदार फॉर्म में ऑलरेडी चल रहे थे। तो मुझे लगता है कि जिम्बाब्वे की टीम अगर पहले खेल गई तो ये मैच लंबा होगा। अदरवाइज ओमान की टीम खेलती है तो यही कोई 150 के आसपास का स्कोर होगा, और जिम्बाब्वे की टीम जो है बहुत जल्दी मैच को ख़त्म कर देगी। तो कुछ ऐसा ही सिनेरियो रहने वाला है। बाकी गाइस, जैसे ही वर्ल्ड कप का शेड्यूल आया है तब से बहुत ज़्यादा एक्साइटमेंट बढ़ गई है, नॉट ओनली फैंस की बल्कि क्रिकेट प्लेयर्स भी जो है काफ़ी ज़्यादा ध्यान उनका वर्ल्ड कप पे आ गया है। और बात होने लगी है प्लेइंग 11 की कि क्या इंडियन टीम के पास बुमराह अवेलेबल है, क्या इंडियन टीम केएल राहुल अवेलेबल है, उनकी अवेलेबिलिटी है, और श्रेयस अय्यर। तो श्रेयस अय्यर भी नहीं है तो क्या संजू सैमसन की जगह बनती है, तो उसके बारे में ज़रूर अपडेट आएगा कुछ समय में। तो अगर हम बात करें इंडियन टीम में तो अभी सबसे बड़ा झटका ये लगा हुआ है कि अभी आपके पास जसप्रीत बुमराह नहीं है। जसप्रीत बुमराह का नहीं होना खतरा है भारतीय टीम के लिए, क्योंकि अगर शमी और सिराज की बात करें तो एक तीसरा फास्ट बॉलर के वेट में है। तो हमारे साथ जुड़ चुके हैं राहुल अय्यर। क्या?
Hi,
हेलो।
Kunal.
हाय।
Hi.
हाय, वेलकम ब्रो। सो राहुल,
Yes.
हाउ आर यू?
Yes, I'm doing fine, Kunal. How are you?
Fine, fine. Okay. So Rahul, only 99 days to go for World Cup, and there is discussion regarding the playing 11, because we have so few senior players that are not available, likes of Shreyas Iyer, KL Rahul, and Jasprit Bumrah. These three are main players for Team India. Already Rishabh Pant is not available, so we thought about that KL Rahul must be keeper. So according to you, Rahul, can we trust on Sanju Samson as a keeper for 50-50 World Cup?
I don't think there's much of an option other than to trust Sanju Samson because Sanju Samson, in the absence of the senior players last year, when the senior players were preparing for the T20 World Cup, Sanju Samson was the main keeper. So there was um, there's no option but to trust him. He has played more ODIs in recent times. You have to go with him. I don't think there would be an option in the absence of Rishabh Pant. Any other keeper would be pretty inexperienced. We all thought Rishabh Pant was inexperienced in 2019, but in this case, if you choose anyone other than Sanju Samson to keep wickets, eh, they're going to be inexperienced unless you choose Dinesh Karthik. But to be frank, Dinesh Karthik is pretty much past his prime even in the IPL. So there is no way he should make the ODI squad in the World Cup. Even last World Cup, if you see, Dinesh Karthik didn't prove himself.
Yes, of course. If we talk about Dinesh Karthik, we can't trust on Dinesh Karthik also because he is a commentator after that. So as a commentator, when you come to play cricket, you see the IPL form also. So the player who is not in touch, so that will be the bigger risk. We already take risk in T20 World Cup playing Karthik instead of Pant. So I don't think they will go in that option. But yes, we have some options like of Isan Kishan and some of the players like Sanju Samson. Ishan Kishan, we can go with Ishan Kishan in some pitches because we know that India will playing all the 9 matches in 9 venues. I can trust Ishan Kishan in Delhi, in Bangalore, in such type of pieces. Means I can
Or
say
even in
that,
Mumbai, you
yeah,
can even say in Mumbai because that is like his home ground because he plays for Mumbai Indians in IPL. So Mumbai is his home ground. You can trust Ishan Kishan over there. Unfortunately, there's no Jaipur for Sanju Samson, but anyway, yeah, Sanju Samson has done well for India and ODIs in recent times. So I think he should be the first choice wicketkeeper for India if Rishabh Pant is not available.
yeah, Rahul, I know that Sanju Samson is not that much consistent, but if we talk about the Sanju Samson technique, the way to build the innings and then become aggressive in last few overs, we see this type of batting from Sanju Samson. So I think we don't have any other thing apart from Sanju Samson. But because we have few things that we have to think about the World Cup, only 99 days to go. So first of all, let me welcome. So Bhavesh, how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. What about
Yeah,
you?
yeah, yeah, I'm fine. So Bhavesh, here we are discussing about the team India that only 99 days to go to start the World Cup, and India have not prepared their playing 11. If I talk about the some good players like Shreyas Iyer and KL Rahul is still not fit. So which players we can fit in this place? We are talking about the
I
Sanju.
don't. I don't think that Shreyas Iyer will able to make it to this World Cup because the kind of injury he sustained, it is not a very small injury. It will
Yeah,
take some time to heal it. So that sport is up to game, and I don't think that we have so many problems we had because that place can be easily filled by Surya Kumar Yadav. Although he failed in the series against Australia, he scored three consecutive ducks, but I still think that he should get another opportunity in the upcoming series, and he should bat at number four. So there will be a tough fight between Surya Kumar Yadav Sky versus Sanju Samson for that spot. Even Sanju is doing well in the limited opportunities he got. He had the average of 66 in the ODIs, which is very hard to ignore because nowadays people always talk about stats and numbers. So he have the numbers to show to everyone. So
Yeah.
I want that Surya Kumar Yadav should be continue at number 4. But don't be surprised if Sanju Samson get a longer note before the World Cup.
Yes, of course, because if we talk about the KL
And
Rahul
don't
also,
worry about KL Rahul Bumrah, they will be fit before the World Cup.
yes, if they will be fit, then I think so. More than 50% problem will be solved for India because we know our openers already. And Bhavesh, a few things will be clear by 30 June because by 30 June, when BCI will send the Asian Games players list, then we will be confirmed that this player will play in Asian Games and remaining will play for World Cup. So most probably there is confirmation that Shikhar Dhawan is going to lead this Asian team India.
Look, this is a very good decision take place by the BCCI because if you go to the Asian Games, you have to live in the sports village with the limited facilities. In that sports village, the players of all the sports they live together. Even sometimes in a big hall, 15 to 20 people have to live together. So
Yeah.
cricket is everybody know in India cricket is a very fancy game. It brings lots of money, it brings lots of advertisements, it brings lots of charisma. So it is a very
Yes.
pleasing sight that now board thinking about it, and they should think about it because we all are Indians, and before everything, before money, we should play for our country. So this is amazing decision expressed by BCCI, and I'm hoping and praying for a debut gold from Team India in the cricket. As it is T20 format, we are quite good in the T20s. We have the IPL experience, and I don't think that we have so many difficulties to defeat Pakistan and Bangladesh in the Asia Cup. Sorry, in Asian Games.
Yeah, in Asian Games, maybe few other countries who are just starting play cricket can come.
Probably Pakistan will be the only one that can challenge India for the Asian Games gold medal.
Not
Uh,
much.
but thing is, their main team will also be in the World Cup in India, so chances
If
are.
if Pakistan B team lost against Zimbabwe, then how they can stand in front of India?
The thing is that I can say that Pakistan will fill their best possible 11 because I've seen it even in the Hong Kong Super Six. Pakistan always play with the six superstar international players. So this is Pakistan for you. They want to win everything, whether it is Commonwealth game, Hong Kong Super Six, or
Problem
anything.
here is, see, problem is Pakistan will be sending their main international players to the World Cup, so they cannot send them to the Asian Games. They will have to field the second string 11, unless, of course, they refuse to come to India for the World Cup. That's a different issue, but unlikely that will happen. I think Pakistan main players will be traveling to India for the World Cup, and they will send a second string 11
Yeah,
for the Asian Games.
they have second string 11, but they are not in a great form, if I say, because
They have few good guys like Saim Ayub, Hazibullah, Isramullah Janrat. They have few guys, but they need to perform well. They have all the talent in the world. But thing is that they're not able to perform good at the bigger stage. They got the defeat against Afghanistan. They got the defeat against Zimbabwe. So this is a worrying sign that Pakistan's second string side is not able to overcome the pressure in the big international matches or in the situations.
okay,
Yeah, and it goes to say that I would also add on that PSL is nothing compared to IPL. I have to say that because clearly the guys came up from the PSL were not able to defeat Afghanistan or Zimbabwe. A second string Indian team selected based on IPL would defeat them with their eyes closed.
yeah, uh, of course, not an issue. So, Bhavish, you're playing 11. If you send some players to Asian Games, 48
Look,
and
the injury, the kind of injury Shreyas Iyer had, I read somewhere an article that he's not able to make it. I'm 90% sure about it. So my playing 11, while considering that Shreyas Iyer is not able to fit, it would be Shubman Gill, and Rohit
I'm
Sharma will
asking
be the
for
opener.
Asian Games. Asian Games. I'm asking for Asian Games. Dhawan is a captain.
Look, I don't know about the batting order. I want to suggest few names. I want to suggest 10, 12, 15 names. They might play. I want to take the name of Prithvi Shaw,
Uh,
Shikhar Dhawan, Yashasvi Jaiswal, even the guys like Manish Pandey. He should also get an opportunity if we want to see the experience. Then Jitesh Sharma, he should be our wicketkeeper batsman. If we talk about Washington Sundar, if we able to fit at correct time, he should also be the part of that team. Suyash Sharma, the mystery spinner, Varun Chakravarti. If we talk about medium pacers, Mohsin Khan, and along with him, I want to see the guys like Khalil Ahmed. Khalil Ahmed has the international experience. He should also be the part of that squad. And we should also consider Madhwal, the way he had a debut in the IPL. They also consider Tilak Verma, Rinku Singh. These are the guys who will definitely going to make it in the Asian Games squad.
okay. Okay. Okay, so let's come to the discussion for Team India that we are discussing that which middle order batsman will fill the place. If we talk about the, we have fixed some names are fixed like Hardik Pandya, Jadeja, Virat Kohli, Shubman Gill is there. So if Surya Kumar Yadav will come at number four for Surya Kumar Yadav, who will be number five?
I had a very different and unpopular opinion. I just want that at number 4, KL Rahul should play it, and at number 5, we should give all the matches to Akshar Patel. He should bat at number 5. I know my idea will be little crazy for many of you, but I'm telling you the way he batted in the recent times, whether it is in Test cricket or T20 in ODI, or even in the very worst situation on the surfaces where the other batsman not able to middle. He just came and he just scored. So I just want that Akshar Patel should be our number 5. If we settle at number 5, he will give you additional 7, 8 overs. So this will be very wonderful for us. It will also address an issue, that is a middle order left hand batsman. So we also had a left and middle order batsman, and even the players like Matthew Hayden, Ricky Ponting, they also said that this guy Akshar Patel should bat in top 4 in any format for any team. They also said like this. The guys like Matthew Hayden, Ricky Ponting, they are the legends of the game. So I want Akshar Patel at number 5. I know it is very crazy, it is very highly unlikely, but India is do it. It will be a boon for India.
Okay. Okay, so Jadeja will also, along with Akshar
I
Patel,
want to see Jadeja as a finisher.
Jadeja as a finisher, Hardik Pandya also.
At 6
Yeah,
Hardik, 7 Jadeja.
yeah,
Okay,
fine.
but then you'd have seven batsmen. Let's say there's Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill opening, Virat Kohli one down, KL Rahul
Four,
next, four, five is Akshar Patel, six would be Jadeja, six and seven would be Jadeja and Hardik Pandya. Then will KL Rahul be the wicket keeper in your ideal
Then
11?
I can easily occupy a wrist spinner in the form of Kuldeep Yadav. I can easily play one left arm Chinaman and then three medium pacers. So I had the variety of three spinners and three medium pacers in my squad, along with Hardik Pandya. It will give me 7 bowling options, and it will be very handy in the subcontinent situations. There you will get all the tracks which are full of runs, the tracks which are flat. It will help India.
yes, of course. I think this will be,
I know my idea is not very good, but I hope you people might consider it and you like it.
Mm, not a bad idea, but then KL Rahul, just to confirm, KL Rahul would be your first choice wicket keeper. Then, am I correct?
yes,
Yeah, he would be the first choice wicket keeper. India management clearly tell that he would be our first choice wicket keeper. and second wicketkeeper would be Ishan Kishan. Sorry, Sanju Samson fans.
Yeah, to me, I would definitely at
I
least.
know you have a very strong PR team, but a strong PR can't get you a place in the 15-member squad.
But Sanju Samson is available for West Indies ODI series.
Yeah, thing is,
That is totally fine because
I would definitely have Sanju Samson at least as my second choice wicket keeper, if not the first, because I think he is would be a better choice than Ishan Kishan for ODI cricket. I'm not very confident about Ishan Kishan being able to contribute to India in an ODI World Cup, because even in a tournament like IPL, he was very suspect. I mean, he's not been at his best. Also, his style of play is more suited to the T20 format. I'm not sure about one day cricket exactly.
so. Let me finish first. I want to see Kuldeep ahead of Yuzvendra Chahal because the way Yuzi bowl, he always go for big runs. But Kuldeep Yadav give us a little extra control, a little extra variety because Chinaman is a very rare variety in the international cricket. So at number 8, I want to see this guy Kuldeep Yadav and my three medium pacers. I want to see that would be Arshdeep Singh, number one, number two Jasprit Bumrah, and number three I want to see that is Mohammad Siraj.
No Mohammad Shami.
No, no Mohammad Shami. He's not an international ODI bowler for me.
Okay. Strange.
Hmm.
Arshdeep Singh is a way better bowler than Mohammad Shami in the limited formats.
Okay, okay, okay. So we have Ashwini with us. So welcome Ashwini. Hello.
Yeah, hello Kunal.
Yeah. Okay, so Ashwini, your thoughts of three bowling option providing from Bhavesh, that is telling Arshdeep Singh, no Mohammad Shami, Siraj, and one more bowler,
Bumrah,
Bumrah. Bumrah.
Siraj, Arshdeep Singh.
Okay.
आई थिंक अगर भावेश भाई की बात की जाए तो भावेश भाई ठीक कह रहे हैं अपनी जगह। आई थिंक लेफ्ट आर्म एंगल के हिसाब से अर्शदीप का बनता है, बट अगर आप ओडीआई में बात करें तो मैं मोहम्मद शमी को जरूर रखूंगा, क्योंकि मोहम्मद शमी मेरे को नई बॉल से विकेट लेके दे सकते हैं। और अगर हमने ओवर द ईयर्स देखा है दो कि वो लास्ट के ओवर्स में वो काफी एक्सपेंसिव रहते हैं, बट ओडीआई क्रिकेट में और अगर टी20 में थोड़ा मैं देखूंगा तो थोड़ा डिफरेंस है। ओडीआई क्रिकेट में मैं कहूंगा शमी की जो यूटिलिटी है वो बढ़ जाती है। और अर्शदीप सिंह की बात करूं, अर्शदीप सिंह ने अभी ओडीआई क्रिकेट 50 ओवर्स इतना खेला नहीं हुआ। तो अगर आप अर्शदीप सिंह को वर्ल्ड कप में ले जाना चाहते तो उनको वेस्ट इंडीज टूर पर ले जाना चाहिए था। जयदेव उनटकट की जगह वहां पर उनको ट्राई करना चाहिए था। तो इस हिसाब से मोहम्मद शमी का जगह बनता है मेरे हिसाब से। अगर आप अर्शदीप को वेस्ट इंडीज टूर में ले जाते, वहां से उनको मैचेस देते, तो आई थिंक वो ज्यादा बेटर रहता।
ये देखिए इसके पीछे कारण ये भी है कि अर्शदीप सिंह ने पहला काउंटी
जी जी।
सीजन में साइन किया है, तो वो उस अपॉर्चुनिटी को मिस नहीं करना चाहते थे एक यंगस्टर होने के नाते।
नहीं, ये भी बात सही है, लेकिन आपने नवदीप सैनी को भी तो लिया है ना, वो भी वॉशशायर से काउंटी खेल रहे हैं। तो नवदीप सैनी के पीछे मैं कहूंगा कि उनके पीछे भी रेड बॉल बॉलिंग नहीं है, उनको भी आपने काउंटी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट दे दिया। तो वहां पर मेरे को सिचुएशन थोड़ा समझ नहीं आया सिलेक्टर्स का।
उसकी जगह पे बड़ी आसानी से ये जो बॉलर है जैसे कि अपने खलील अहमद जो कि रेड बॉल में अच्छा कर रहे हैं राजस्थान के लिए, उनको मौका दे सकते थे।
आई थिंक खलील की जगह भावेश भाई, मैं बंगाल का जो ट्राई है उनमें से किसी एक को लेता। जैसे मुकेश को लिया इन्होंने, आवेश को ले सकते थे। आवेश भी एमपी की तरफ से अच्छी बॉलिंग कर रहा है। और इवन इवन द लाइक्स ऑफ आकाशदीप, जिनका परफॉर्मेंस अच्छा रहा है बंगाल, तो उनको वो ट्राई कर सकते थे। एंड द लाइक्स ऑफ ईशान पौरल एज वेल। तो आई थिंक वहां पर अगर देखें तो वो रेड बॉल में उनका रणजी ट्रॉफी में काफी अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस रहा है खलील के मुकाबले। खलील को मैंने इतना रेड बॉल में बॉलिंग करते हुए नहीं देखा हुआ। और आई थिंक अगर आप खलील की तुलना इन तीनों से करें तो आई थिंक एक तो उनके पास ओवर्स भी ज्यादा है, प्लस उन्होंने आई थिंक विकेट्स भी ज्यादा ले रखे हैं खलील से।
क्योंकि पूरा सीजन अवेलेबल नहीं थे इंजरी के कारण वो
या
पिछले सीजन में।
जी
जी।
So,
व्हाट अबाउट दीपक चाहर, क्या उसको कंसिडर कर सकते हैं क्या ये लोग?
नहीं
Asian
सर,
Games.
दीपक
I
चार
don't think
के लिए तो
Deepak
हाथ खड़े हैं
Chahar
मेरे।
won't be. If he plays, Deepak Chahal, see, if he plays, maybe he can get some wickets with the
Yeah,
new ball. He has the
yeah,
abilities. I'm not going to doubt him on that. But the problem is his fitness.
yeah.
He gets injured very frequently. He's
I think
often missed the seasons with CSK. So
Rahul, I think you need impact bowlers in the World Cup. Deepak Char is no doubt he has taken wickets with the new ball, but with the old ball, he is very lethargic and very average there. So in that case, I think his inclusion is a bit dicey there. No doubt he has contribution with the bat over the years. We see in South Africa as well, and he
yeah,
also against Sri Lanka. But I think his bowling is with the old ball that
I
will be
don't
very
think.
questionable.
Yeah, no, not before new
I
ball
have
or old.
heard one commentator to.
1 minute, 1 minute.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so before new ball or old ball or anything, if somebody doesn't have good fitness records, that itself will keep me from
Yeah,
selecting them from
Yeah.
the team, be it as a player or as a captain. Availability is the best ability. If you're
yeah.
not even available half the time, how can you be selected for a World Cup? You
Yes.
never know when he can
True.
get injured.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you can't select such a person
yeah,
in the
Rahul,
team,
you
whether they
you
are good
talking,
with whatever ball.
yeah, you talking about the fitness issue. Before we are talking about Shami, Siraj, and even the likes of Arshdeep in the World Cup squad. There is a one guy called Prasidh Krishna. Before this year, he is talking about the next big thing in Indian cricket in terms of fast bowling there. But now where he is at, actually he is in NCA for rehab. So in that case, I think India's main problem will be that injury management issues. So they need to be very cautious. I still think they need to be very cautious in reintroducing Jasprit Bumrah for the Asia Cup too. I want that he has some overs under his belt, because the kind of injury he has, I think it can be carrier over injury for Jasprit Bumrah too. So in that case, selectors need
I
to be very
my
very
concern
cautious.
with I have one concern with Jasprit Bumrah, not over his abilities, but my big concern with Jasprit Bumrah is, let's say he comes for the Asia Cup and then with the World Cup, will he be the same bowler that he was prior to injury? That is a big question mark. We have to ask, because if you look at last year's T20 World Cup with Pakistan, Shaheen Afridi, for example, he was very shaky at the beginning when he returned from his injury, but found his groove later on. So a big question is, can Jasprit Bumrah do that, replicate that in this year's World Cup? Will he rediscover his form and the kind of form that he had before his injury? That is a big question mark for me.
I think every fast bowler takes a time from that big injury there. If you have a back injury, you can't straight away like the Jasprit Bumrah of the old. So you need time, you need some game practice to get that groom. Yeah, if I think Jasprit Bumrah plays in that Asia Cup, if he don't perform what we expected from him, so I think we should not be disheartened by that thing, because a fast bowler needed time to get settled in there. So I think before I get him to the risk to the Asia Cup, I want him to play some domestic matches is there for India, even for the club sides too, so that he get to his bowling rhythm is there. Bowling rhythm is very necessary for a fast bowler.
Yes, absolutely. I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
In the New Zealand series, a commentator continuously said that Umran Malik should get an opportunity as number three medium pace option along with Shami and Bumrah, because they keep telling that in the Indian conditions, Indian situation, after the first 10 overs, the ball will not never going to swing. So in that scenario, Umran Malik, with his extra pace and extra ability to bounce, he can pick you few wickets in the middle order. So that is his opinion. So what do you think about it, guys? Umran Malik as a third option in the dad
Uh,
dodo surveillance of India.
आई थिंक भावेश भाई, अगर उमरान मलिक की बात करें, नो डाउट बंदे में पेस है। हमने उससे एक्सपेक्ट भी किया था कि भाई वो नेक्स्ट शोएब अख्तर बनेंगे, ब्रेटली बनेंगे। बट जैसे वो इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट में आए, 150 तो मैं नहीं कहूंगा कि उन्होंने रेगुलर टच किया, बट अगर 140 से 145 के बीच भी बॉलिंग डाल रहे थे, वो भी एक बहुत अच्छी स्पीड है। लेकिन उनका मेन इशू रहा है कि उनका जो लाइन और लेंथ है बहुत ही वेवर्ड है। उनको देखकर ये साफ पता लगता है कि उन्होंने डोमेस्टिक क्रिकेट इतना नहीं खेला हुआ। बट या आप उनको एक मार्जिन दे सकते हैं स्पीड के लिए। बट मेरा इसी से रिलेटेड एक क्वेश्चन रहेगा भवेश भाई, ओवर द ईयर 2020 से मैं बात कर रहा हूँ कि जब से इंडिया का बैटिंग कोच विक्रम राठौर आए हैं और बॉलिंग कोच आपके बाद में पारस महाम्बरे बने, तो आप उनका कार्यकाल में उनका परफॉर्मेंस कैसा देखते हैं? अगर मैं विक्रम राठौर की बात करूं 2020 से, तो मैं देखता हूं कि उनके कार्यकाल के दौरान इंडिया की जो रेड बॉल की बैटिंग है काफी डिप किया है। और मैं पारस भाम्बरे को शायद इतना ज्यादा क्रिटिसाइज नहीं करूंगा, पर अगर मैं उनका जूनियर लेवल पे रोल देखता हूँ तो वहां पर उनका परफॉर्मेंस अच्छा है। लेकिन अगर आप सीनियर लेवल में देखें तो आई थिंक वहां पर मैं कहूंगा थोड़े से क्वेश्चन मार्क्स है। बट मैं विक्रम राठौर पर फिर आना चाहूंगा। अगर आपने ध्यान से देखा होगा, विराट कोहली, अजिंक्य रहाणे, चेतेश्वर पुजारा, दे ऑल गॉट एवरेज अंडर अंडर 30 in the tutelage of Mr. Vikram Rathore. So what's your take on this?
देखिए, जब आप इस लेवल पे आ जाते हैं ना, तो पहली बात तो ये है कि कोचेस का कोई इतना बड़ा रोल होता नहीं है। और आप जब अंडर द बेल्ट आपके 50 प्लस टेस्ट हो, 70 80 100 टेस्ट हो, तो मुझे नहीं लगता कि कोई आकर के कोच आपकी बैटिंग टेक्निक में कोई बदलाव ला सकता है। बट हाँ, फिर भी एक भूमिका होती है एनालिसिस करने की, फुटेजेस देख करके कोई बात बताने की, जिसको बैट्समैन सुने तो ठीक है, नहीं सुने तो फिर से उसको दोबारा बताने की। तो मुझे लगता है कि इस केस में अगर हम बात करें तो संजय पांगर
Yeah.
और उनके साथ में भरत अरुण, तो ये जो कॉम्बिनेशन था, इन्होंने इंडियन क्रिकेट को ज्यादा बेटर सर्व किया अंडर द लीडरशिप ऑफ रवि शास्त्री एंड विराट कोहली। और मेरे हिसाब से जो ये क्वाड्रेट था, रवि शास्त्री, विराट कोहली, भरत अरुण अलोंग विथ संजय पांगड़, इन्होंने इंडिया को ज्यादा अच्छा तैयार किया, सर्व किया और अच्छा काम करके दिया। विक्रम राठौड़ को जब मैंने फर्स्ट टाइम सीन पे देखा था, दैट इज इंडिया टूर ऑफ इंग्लैंड 1996,
Yes,
हिस्टोरिकल
yes.
टूर। हम में से कोई भूला नहीं सकता इस टूर को। हमको अभी भी याद है प्रिंस ऑफ कोलकाता, सौरभ गांगुली, द गॉड ऑफ ऑफ साइड जिनको कहा गया, उसी सीरीज में कहा गया। राहुल द्रविड़ का डेब्यू पे 90 और रन, 95 रन की आई थिंक इन्होंने
Yeah.
इनिंग खेली थी। उसमें आप
गांगुली
लोगों को याद होना
131
चाहिए कि
मारा था।
जो जी,
गांगुली ने 131 मारा था।
हाँ, और राहुल द्रविड़ ने 95।
जी
तो
जी।
उसमें हमारे को उसमें दो ऐसे प्लेयर्स मिले जो लंबे समय तक इंडिया को उन्होंने सर्व किया। उसी सीरीज में जो ओपनर थे, आपको मालूम थे कौन थे? दैट
जी
इज
जी जी।
विक्रम राठौर। उनका जो स्टैंस था इतना टेरिबल था, इवन कमेंटेटर है उनके स्टैंस को देख के हंसा करते थे। मुझे अच्छे से याद है कि उस सीरीज में उन्होंने टेस्ट मैच में 150 और रन स्कोर किए थे, लेकिन वो बहुत ही लकी इनिंग थी, उसमें उनको काफी अपॉर्चुनिटीज मिली थी। तो एक ऐसा प्लेयर जिसका कैरियर कट शॉर्ट रहा, पूरे 5-7 टेस्ट भी उन्होंने नहीं खेले, उसके बाद उनका इस तरीके का परफॉर्मेंस डोमेस्टिक सर्किट में भी नहीं रहा। आप अगर बात करें वसीम जाफर की, वो मुझे ज्यादा सॉर्टेड नजर आते हैं। आप बात करें मोल मजूमदार की, वो
जी।
मुझे ज्यादा टैलेंटेड नजर आते हैं। लेकिन इस बंदे में मुझे वो वाली बात भी नहीं दिखी डोमेस्टिक सर्किट के अंदर। तो
आई
इनको
थिंक
कोच बनाना,
जी
जी,
जी, मैं
तो
थोड़ा
इनको
सा
कोच,
बात ऐड कर दूं, थोड़ा काटने के लिए क्षमा चाहता हूँ। ये विक्रम राठौर का मैंने जितना देखा, आई थिंक वो सचिन के फेवरेट थे जब उनको
जी,
टीम में लाया गया था, और पंजाब के आई थिंक वो कैप्टन भी रहे हैं। रणजी ट्रॉफी में उनका रिकॉर्ड अच्छा था, स्पिन के अच्छे प्लेयर थे। मीडियम पेस के खिलाफ उनका जो बैटिंग था वो थोड़ा एवरेज था। बट मैं ये नहीं कहूंगा कि भाई प्लेयर वो बुरे थे, बट अगर आप उनका कोचिंग कार्यकाल दें, ठीक है, हम मानते हैं कि इस लेवल में प्लेयर्स को आप टेक्निक नहीं सिखा सकते, लेकिन आप फाइन ट्यून तो कर सकते हैं। उसका एक मैं बिल्कुल एक एग्जांपल दूंगा। जब अजरुद्दीन 1989 के दौरे पर पाकिस्तान गए थे, तो वहां पर उनसे बैटिंग नहीं हो रहा था, तो आई थिंक वहां पर जहीर अब्बास उनसे मिले थे, तो जहीर अब्बास ने उनसे पूछा था कि अजहर मियां की रन क्यों नहीं हो रहे, तो उन्होंने जो प्रॉब्लम बताया, तो जहीर अब्बास ने उनको सिंपल ये बोला कि आप अपना ग्रिप चेंज कर कर देखें बैटिंग का। तो उसके बाद उनका जो बैटिंग करने का तरीका बिल्कुल ही चेंज हो गया। तो आई थिंक ये छोटी छोटी चीजें तो आई थिंक बैटिंग कोच बैट्समैन को बता सकता है। ये कोई इत्तेफाक नहीं है कि आपके जो तीनों मेन बैट्समैन है, जब से वो विक्रम राठौर आए हैं तब से उनका जो बैटिंग का स्लंप आया है, तो आई थिंक कुछ ना कुछ तो प्रॉब्लम रही है कि जिसके कारण से इन तीनों से रन नहीं हो रहे। या तो कोच में फॉल्ट है, या तो आपके प्लेयर्स इतने जिद्दी है कि वो मानना नहीं चाहते कोच की बात। जी।
मुझे लगता है ज़्यादा प्लेयर जिद्दी है। ओके, तो फिर हम फिर से आते हैं वापस अपने प्लेइंग 11 पे। सो राहुल, योर 4-5-6 फॉर टीम इंडिया।
Okay, so for number four, if not Shreyas Iyer, I'll make it Surya Kumar Yadav.
Yeah.
Uh, okay, I will go with the Surya Kumar Yadav. Number five will be KL Rahul, and then number six Hardik Pandya. Number seven Jadeja. These would be my top seven batting. Bowling, I would definitely choose both Kuldeep Yadav and Yuzvendra Chahal. That spin combination was actually a winning combination for India from 2017 to 2019. It should never have been changed. This World Cup is going to be in the subcontinent conditions. We're playing Australia in Chennai, spin friendly pitch. We're going to play England in Lucknow, again a spin friendly wicket. So you need there the combination of Kulcha will really work out, and you're also going to play Afghanistan in New Delhi, again a spin friendly wicket. So you need spin bowlers in your team for most of the venues in India, except for maybe Dharamshala. I might make an exception. Maybe sit down one of Kulcha for an extra pace bowler. Maybe over there I will make an exception there, and maybe in Ahmedabad as well. In Ahmedabad, I definitely, in, or in any venue, I definitely include Mohammad Shami. If Jasprit Bumrah is in the playing 11, he'll be one of my pace bowlers, and probably along with either Arshdeep Singh or Mohammad Siraj or Mohammad Shami. One of these three will be the second pacer. If we play in Dharamshala, we're playing against New Zealand. There, I'd include three pacers, and I definitely want Arshdeep Singh to be in the playing 11 as the second pace bowling option. My first choice among Siraj, Arshdeep, and Mohammad Shami would probably be Arshdeep Singh, because Arshdeep bowls well with the new ball. So that would, and he's a left arm pace bowler, so he would add variety to the attack. If we are playing in Dharamshala, I'd go with probably Bumrah, Arshdeep, and Mohammad Siraj. Although I am a fan of Mohammad Shami, I think Mohammad Siraj has shown that he has utility with the new ball. I think we should trust him in the World Cup. So this would be my strategy this for choosing the playing 11. Of course, with batsmen more or less a constant, in my opinion.
ओके, ओके। अश्विनी जी, शेड्यूल को जैसे हमने देख रहे हैं कि सबसे पहला मैच इन्होंने ऑस्ट्रेलिया से रखवाया है, वो भी चेन्नई में। अभी लेटर ऑन आईपीएल से पहले चेन्नई में बहुत बुरी तरह से हराया था ऑस्ट्रेलिया ने इंडिया को, वहीं पे सीरीज भी जीती थी। जैम्पा ने 4 विकेट चटकाए थे, मतलब इंडियन टीम लगी नहीं कि वो इंडियन टीम खेल रही है। विराट कोहली को छोड़ के कोई भी प्लेयर परफॉर्म नहीं कर पाया। तो अश्विनी जी कहाँ देखते हैं, मतलब क्या प्रिपरेशन रहेगी इंडिया की अगेंस्ट ऑस्ट्रेलिया? चेन्नई में फिर से खेलना पड़ रहा है।
या आई थिंक अगर आप इंडिया की टीम को ले, इन्होंने ये जो शेड्यूलिंग की है वो आई थिंक उन्होंने जानबूझकर रखवाई है। जो भी उनके जो टफ मैचेस है, जैसे ऑस्ट्रेलिया हो गया, इवन द लाइक्स ऑफ पाकिस्तान एंड अफगानिस्तान टू, तो आई थिंक जो वो टफ मैचेस है वो शुरू में ही खेलना चाहते हैं ताकि बाद में वैसा प्रेशर ना पड़े। मैं ये नहीं कह रहा बाकी टीमें भी आसान होंगी, बट अगर आप ऑस्ट्रेलिया और पाकिस्तान से खेल रहे हैं कि दोनों का थोड़ा लेवल हाई है, और पाकिस्तान का मैं खासकर कहूंगा, इंडिया पाकिस्तान का अगर जहां पर भी मैच होगा तो कॉन्टेस्ट कांटे का ही होगा, चाहे दोनों टीमों में से एक एक अगर फेवरेट है या डाउन है, बट अगर दोनों एक खेलते हैं तो आई थिंक उस टाइम 50-50 ही मामला चलता है। तो मैं कहूंगा कि इंडिया ने थोड़ा अपने पर प्रेशर हटाने के लिए थोड़ा पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ वो पहले खेल रहे हैं, बट इंडिया की टीम का मैंने ओडीआई क्रिकेट में ये देखा है पिछले 2-3 साल से। हम उनको वैसे कहते हैं कि वो चेजिंग टीम बहुत अच्छी है, बट अगर आप थोड़ा देखें वो चेजिंग में इंडिया की टीम थोड़ा वहां पर फंस रहा है। वो बेशक उनके पास विराट है, रोहित है, मैक्सिमम प्लेयर्स है, वो वनडे के अकॉर्डिंग उनका जो गेम है वनडे को सूट करता है, बट हमने देखा है पिछले 2-3 साल से वो उनको चेजिंग में वो दिक्कत आ रहा है। तो वहां पर
अश्विनी
इंडिया को
भाई,
देखना पड़ेगा कि विराट आपको हमेशा हमेशा नहीं जिताएंगे चेजिंग में। तो अगर नीचे के जो बैट्समैन है आपके, केएल राहुल है, या अगर श्रेयस नहीं खेलते या स्काई में या संजू में से कोई खेलता है, तो नीचे के जो बैट्समैन है क्या वो प्रेशर ले पाएंगे चेजिंग में, जो विराट कभी अपने जो पीक पे लेते थे। नो डाउट विराट का अगर दिन होगा वो फिर से जिता देंगे, लेकिन आपके नीचे के बैट्समैन में क्या वो क्षमता है कि वो चेजिंग में जिता सकते हैं इंडिया को, वो देखने वाला रहेगा।
यशस्वी भाई, आज वीरेंद्र सहवाग ने अपनी 4 टीमें बताई टॉप 4, तो
जी
आप अपनी कितनी दे रखते हैं? उन्होंने कहा
जी।
ऑस्ट्रेलिया, इंग्लैंड, पाकिस्तान, इंडिया। तो क्या कहोगे इन 4 टीमों के बारे में?
सेम हमने
देखिए
इस दिन
मोस्ट मोस्ट प्रोबेबली तो यही टीमें रहेंगी और मैं भी इसी के साथ जाऊंगा, बट मैं फिर भी थोड़ा सा एक दो टीमों के लिए मार्जिन रखूंगा। एक वो श्रीलंका रहेगी और दूसरी रहेगी साउथ अफ्रीका। साउथ अफ्रीका के लिए थोड़ा पर्सनल लाइकिंग है क्योंकि
न्यूजीलैंड,
न्यूजीलैंड
न्यूजीलैंड
भी
इज
है, बट
ऑलवेज
आई
परफॉर्म
थिंक
गुड।
न्यूजीलैंड न्यूजीलैंड भी पहुंच सकती है, बट मैं न्यूजीलैंड की जगह साउथ अफ्रीका को रखूंगा।
दे
ओबियसली मेरे
हैव
को
ईस्ट
पता है
कोहली,
शायद।
मिचेल सेंटनर।
जी जी जी। वो आपकी बात सही है, बट मैं फिर भी साउथ अफ्रीका के साथ
They will
जाऊंगा।
really miss Michael Bracewell, though. I
या
mean, Michael
दे विल
Bracewell
दे
has
विल।
had such an impact with the bat. And don't forget earlier this year when New Zealand toured India, Michael Bracewell almost won New Zealand a match against India from nowhere. It was 130 for 6, and they came close to scoring, to chasing 350 target. But again, that's another big worry I have for India in this World Cup. Will our bowlers be up to the task? Because in recent times our bowlers have faltered on many occasions. They've let winning positions go away. uh,
But
Against
I think,
Bangladesh.
Rahul, one problem which
Yes.
we not discussed so far in this podcast, दैट आई थिंक जो वर्ल्ड कप होगा वो सब कॉन्टिनेंट में तो हो रहा है, इंडिया में, लेकिन आपको थोड़ा ये बात का भी ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा कि अक्टूबर नवंबर में हो रहा है तो वहां पर ड्यू भी रहेगा। तो मैं ये देखता हूँ कि ये ना हो कि जो टॉस जीता वो मैच जीता, तो यहाँ पर थोड़ा सा देखना पड़ेगा। आई डोंट नो व्हाट इज द एक्चुअल टाइमिंग ऑफ द मैचेस। इज
2
इट
p.m.
हैपनिंग एट 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock?
2 p.m. 2
2
p.m.
o'clock. 2
two
p.m.
o'clock. So I think dew might play a crucial factor there. So they have to be very cautious in that regarding. So it will be very interesting there, the matches of India where it is actually scheduled. If you see in the north side of the area, in the likes of Delhi there, धर्मशाला देर, वहां पर तो ड्यू पड़ेगा पड़ेगा, और वहां पर चेजिंग टीम को तो मैं कहूंगा उनके लिए बहुत फायदा रहेगा। लेकिन अगर आप साउथ एरिया में देखें तो मेरे को लगता है वहां पर शायद इतना ड्यू नहीं पड़ता है एज कम्पेयर टू अगर नॉर्थ एरिया में देखें। तो वहां पर देखना पड़ेगा कि टॉस, जैसा हमने यूएई में देखा, जो 2021 का T20 वर्ल्ड कप हुआ, वहां पर जो टॉस जीत रहा था मैच वही जीत रहा था। तो मैं कहूंगा ये वर्ल्ड कप में ये चीज ना हो, क्योंकि इससे जो होता है ना वर्ल्ड कप का एक मजा वो खराब हो जाता है कि आप टॉस पर ही मैच जीत रहे हैं।
नहीं फिर भी
I
इंडिया
don't
मतलब
think I don't
या
think we should draw parallels between this World Cup. This is an ODI World Cup. It's the 50 over format. And we should not draw parallels between this and a T20 World Cup that happened in UAE. See, in UAE, there are only limited venues like Dubai, Sharjah, and Abu
या
Dhabi. In India, many venues are there, so there'll be more variation in conditions
या
from ground to ground. Each ground won't be the exactly the same as the other. So I don't think there is that worry of dew completely playing a big
And
factor.
India
Also,
is a
we're
very
playing.
rich board. They will use the chemicals, repellents to reduce the dew. It happened previously.
Yes.
There would be no dew if they use the proper chemical
Yeah.
repellents, and India will
Plus,
going to do it.
playing in October and November, the humidity in India will not be as high compared to UAE. It won't be as high. And also in the match in New Delhi that India is playing, as far as India is concerned, I'm only talking about as far as India is concerned. We are playing in Afghanistan on, I think, October 12th. So
या
we're playing in the middle of October. So
And
dew will be a little bit less of a factor if
या
you play in the north in October compared to if you
and
play
one
in
more thing, in
December.
T20 cricket, there is less time to come back or bounce back. But in 50 over cricket, you have the time to
या
bounce back. You have the time to the fight back.
या
Yeah.
you
Other
have the
thing is,
time margin there. You have the time margin.
yes, there's another advantage for batting first, which has always existed historically in ODIs, is you don't have to play under floodlights. That's
yes.
another thing.
Yeah.
When you're chasing in ODIs, you have that disadvantage. You have to play under the floodlights, especially in India, where most one-day matches are day and night matches. You have to play under floodlights. So that is also going to be a factor. And there will be more swing, as like especially when you play in the north under the lights in the evening. There will be more
I
the
think
pitch will be more
swing,
conducive to swing,
swing will
especially if you're
happen
playing.
in the conditions like Chennai and Wankhede there, because there is sea breeze is flowing around the stadium there. So I think swing factor will be there in Chennai and Wankhede.
Yeah, maybe in Wankhede, chasing will be an advantage in the
Yeah,
context that the ground is small, so
yeah,
it's easier to score. There, you can get high scoring games like maybe 300, 350. There, you can get high scoring games. Chennai will be pretty good. I think it'll be a 270, 280 wicket, but there's a fair chance whether you're chasing or batting first.
yeah.
I disagree with it. Chennai historically hasn't have any assistance for the medium pace bowler. Yeah, breeze will be low, but it is a surface which is absolutely dry with no grass, not even 2 inches grass in Chennai. And if surface can't assist, whatever seam position you have, whatever swing you have in your hands, you're not able to swing. It also depends
Yes.
upon the surface too. So I don't think Chennai will give so much assistance for the swing bowlers.
Okay. Okay, sir. Guys, we have comment your prediction.
But Bhavesh, why there is an example of 2012 in India versus Pakistan where I think Bhuvneshwar Kumar has swung the ball there in Chennai and
Look,
even the likes of
Bhuvi,
Junaid Khan.
look, Bhuvi is a once of a lifetime bowler. He is a bowler who can swing on any deck. So that is exceptional case. But other guys, they're not able to get that much swing.
Well, we have to. In that match, there was also the big performance from Junaid Khan from
Yes, yes,
Pakistan.
yeah,
He
yeah. I give the example of
destroyed the Indian uh, top order. But of course, when you're playing in morning conditions, that was a match in
yeah.
Chennai in
It was a
December.
day game
So
there. It was a day game
it was
there.
a, it
That's
was
the
a day
main.
game.
Yeah.
See, when you play in the morning anywhere, you will get some swing in on any pitch in any conditions you play. That was a day game, and that too being played in December, which is a more cooler period in Chennai. This match we are playing in Chennai is going to
Oh
be
yeah,
in
I remember
October,
that is
November.
early 9 o'clock start and in the winter season. So
Yes,
that might
yes.
be a reason. Yeah, I still remember.
Again,
Yeah,
yeah, this match is being played in
early
early
9 start,
October.
early nine
So
start, lots of
and
moisture.
Yeah.
yeah, and also this is going to be day and night match. The match is starting in afternoon in October, so it's going to be very hot. It's going to be
Flat.
humid, and the pitch will deteriorate as the match goes on. So actually, I
Yeah.
think Chennai is going to be an advantage for the team that bats first. Not that you can't win while
Yes,
chasing,
yes,
but
yeah. Right. You are
you
right.
want
You
to
are right.
bat first in
And if
Chennai.
you
I
look
think
at the
batting first
previous
is the
match,
right
India
option.
versus Australia, Zampa pick up.
4 wickets.
Yeah, four
Yeah,
wickets
four
there.
wickets. Yeah, so Zampa is not going to be easy for India to face. Zampa even bowled well, pretty well in the match Rajasthan Royals versus Chennai Super Kings match during the IPL, which
Yeah.
was played in Chennai. He did a decent job over there as well, except for the last over that he bowled, maybe. But anyway, so I think the team that bats first in Chennai will largely have an advantage. And mind you, all the matches that are going to be played in Chennai are going to be before November. All are going to the Chennai matches are going to be played in October. So it's going to be still pretty warm in Chennai around that period. I don't think there will be much assistance for swing bowlers in October
I
during
think
that
it
period.
will help the guys who can change their pace. Obviously, it will help the spinners there. And Ashwin is the local guy there. So if you remember in 2011 World Cup there, his performance against Windies there, where I think Yuvraj scored 100 against West Indies. So I think India score is around 265, 269 there. They
Yeah.
easily defend that score there.
Yes, but that's a different fixture. West Indies, although they were a decent team still in 2011, they that's not as strong as opposition as Australia will be.
Yeah.
Australia will not only play Adam Zampa and they're playing 11, they'll probably bring in Ashton Agar as well. They'll try to fit him in the playing 11. They might drop someone like Mitchell Stark, for example. Although Mitchell Stark was absolutely phenomenal in the last two ODI World Cups, he was the highest wicket taker of the last two ODI World Cups. They might not uh, choose Mitchell Stark for the Chepauk wicket, in my
I
opinion.
think they have the guys like Maxwell, Travis Head. They also can bowl spin there. So I think
Yeah,
in that
Maxwell
case,
will definitely come into
yeah,
play. He will
yes, yes,
definitely bowl spin. He cannot be overlooked.
Yeah.
So Australia actually has some spin options. Last time they actually played the World Cup in the subcontinent. both in ODI and T20, they didn't really have much spin options, and that came back to bite them in the ass.
Yes,
So, but
yes,
this time that's not the case. They've got Adam Zampa, they got Ashton Agar, they've got Glenn Maxwell, and don't forget they won the last World Cup. Last time was played
yeah.
in the subcontinent when they played in
Subcontinent.
UAE.
Yes,
They
yes.
won the World Cup in the UAE, so that cannot be forgotten.
Yeah, Australia is always the team who rise above the occasion, especially in the World Cup games there. So they knew the art of winning the World Cup there. So you can't ignore Australia anytime there.
You can never ignore Australia in any conditions. In my opinion,
Yes,
they're
yes,
always a
yes.
team that can they find a way in the big tournaments, and
Yeah.
they've always produced big match players.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we have new subscriber. Yeah, hello Ashutosh. Yes,
Hi, Ashutosh.
you're
Hello,
welcome.
G.
Okay. Yes, you can
I'll be
join
joining.
anytime,
Yeah, please join. Please
Ashutosh.
join.
Yes, you can join anytime. KFCS will welcome you always for quick discussion. Okay. Okay, so guys, there's one question that your prediction for first match, England versus New Zealand, highest probability to win that match.
I think where is the venue?
Ahmedabad.
Ahmedabad. Ahmedabad.
Ahmedabad there.
Ahmedabad.
So I think it's depend upon the surface there. If we knew about Ahmedabad ground, that the new ground, there's 11 pitches there. So six is of red soil, five is of black soil there. So it's depend upon the surface. If it is of red soil there, so the and also the composition of the teams we need to consider. If we saw England team there, if they pick Mark Wood there, Jofra Archer there, and obviously they have the likes of Overton and Sam Curran. So I think in that regard, England will be favorite to me. It all depend upon the what type of the wickets they play. So in that case, I can't consider New Zealand will be lighter there, but if you saw the composition of both teams and the amount of experience there, so I will go with England there.
Yes,
You never estimate New Zealand there. If pitches get the spin there, they have the likes of Mitchell Satner there, it's Sodi there. They can trouble any opposition on their day.
yes, definitely.
So I think it's going to be England hands down.
Yeah,
Very controversially, I'll say I think the pitch won't be in the equation. I don't think it'll matter which pitch they choose for Ahmedabad, because for both England and New Zealand, this is foreign conditions. The pitch is going to be foreign conditions. So finally, it will come down to the composition of the two uh, teams. And from what I've seen so far of Ahmedabad, it looks like batting friendly conditions. I don't think there's too much spin
yeah,
in
Rahul.
Ahmedabad.
If it gets a proper bounce, then England will be hands down favorite there. But if it gets spin, you never discounted New Zealand, because
I
we
wouldn't
saw this
discount
we saw
New
this
Zealand.
England
Yeah,
team. They are very weak in defense sector there. So in that case, I think they can be caught there. So I can't say that you out New Zealand totally there. So in that case,
see,
I will
problem is,
also consider New
see,
Zealand.
even if the pitch is taking spin, in my opinion, New Zealanders are not great at playing spin either. So they will also
Yeah,
struggle against
obviously
spin.
they
So
have
I think
the
those
likes of
two,
Adil Rashid, Moeen
I feel
Ali.
those two will cancel out basically. So whether it's a spin friendly wicket or a pace friendly wicket, I would definitely consider England as a favorite in this match, because both teams' strengths and weaknesses are pretty much the same.
Same, yeah,
You so it comes down to the team composition and who is better on paper, and I think that team is England in this case. So I think they will win this match one way or the other, regardless of how the
yeah,
pitch plays. Last time a World Cup was played in India, actually, New Zealand, they came out of the group stages without undefeated, and they came to the semi-finals and they got destroyed by England. That was in New Delhi, their semi-finals. So uh, if England could defeat New Zealand, then I think they can defeat this New Zealand team right now.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So guys, let's move to Ashes. The first day. So the what kind of pitch that we saw yesterday? Today the Australia played different If I talk about Warner, talk about Smith, talk about Head. Half century and at a good time.
या आई थिंक अगर
Your views is
एशेस को मैंने थोड़ा बहुत देखा है आज, मैं ये कहूंगा कि इंग्लैंड ने अपना बॉलिंग कॉम्पोजिशन इतना बढ़िया नहीं खिलाया, दो कि वो जॉश टंग को वापस लेके आए हैं, बट आई थिंक मैं ऑली रॉबिन्सन की जगह मैं क्रिस वोक्स को खिलाता अगर मेरे हाथ में होता। तो ऑब्वियसली मैनेजमेंट और सिलेक्टर्स की और कैप्टन की सोच अलग रहती है, बट आई थिंक दे शुड प्ले क्रिस वोक्स देयर। क्रिस वोक्स विल एंजॉय दैट कंडीशन much more than Ollie Robinson. One reason I want to drop Ollie Robinson, obviously, the guy is very conducive to England condition, no doubt about it. But Vokes has experience. Plus, he has little bit of more pace than Ollie Robinson is there. Ollie Robinson is bowling around 125 to 130 is there. So, and also he doesn't get that seam movement and from the wicket there. So he need to uh, conducive from that wicket. And if you saw the likes of Jimmy Anderson, Stuart Broad, they are really on the aging side. There, Jimmy is 40 there, Broad is 37. No doubt about their class, but age has also played their role there. If you read the Jimmy Anderson statement there, he said, if pitches are like this, so I am done there. He simply said, I am done there. So in that regard, I think England need little bit of pace there in their bowling department, and also little bit of experience like Chris Woakes there, because what I saw Chris Woakes over the years, that guy is a master of using the conditions well. I don't know why they don't play Chris Woakes. Maybe due to the match fitness or whatever the reason, but they should go towards Chris Woakes.
okay. So how you see the Joe Root bowling for England? See
Yeah,
again two
Joe Root
wickets.
probably bowling better than Moeen Ali. Yeah, in
Yeah.
that case, I
So
think obviously he got lot of spin. If you compare to Moeen Ali, you can't fault Moeen Ali too totally, because that guy doesn't have that red ball experience from the past 2 years. Plus, he has injured his finger too, so it's very possible to gripping the ball there. So I think their decision to play Moeen Ali is wrong, in my opinion, in the first test too, because they're simply playing Moeen Ali due to that left-handers. There are too many left-handers there. Plus, he's an off spinner. But you have to think about that he has didn't bowl a single ball with the red ball in the past 2 years. Obviously, so they're going with the right combination there, but their bowlers are not great there. So I will play Ollie Chris Wokes in the place of Ollie Robinson. प्लस अगर आप ऑस्ट्रेलिया की आज बैटिंग देखें तो मैंने जो डेविड वार्नर को आज खेलते हुए देखा, आई थिंक मैंने उनको बेस्ट देखा है यूके की कंडीशन में खेलते हुए। और मैं इसका श्रेय दूंगा एंडी फ्लावर को, जिस तरह से वो आज बॉल को खेल रहे थे, थोड़ा लेट खेल रहे थे बॉल को। अगर आपने देखा होगा कि डेविड वार्नर ऑस्ट्रेलियन कंडीशंस आते हैं, और हमने पिछले 2-3 साल से देखा है ऑस्ट्रेलिया की बाहर कंडीशन से वो बॉल पर कमिट बहुत जल्दी कर जाते हैं। तो आज हम देखें थोड़ा वेट कर कर खेल रहे थे वो बॉल को, और बॉल को अपने पास आने दे रहे थे। प्लस अगर आपने ये भी देखा तो थोड़ा पेशेंस लेवल भी ज्यादा था। और जो आज जॉश टग ने उनको बॉल डाला वो एक पिच ऑफ डिलीवरी थी, वो कोई भी आउट हो सकता है, जो स्लोप के साथ बिल्कुल ही बॉल इनवर्ट मूवमेंट के साथ अंदर आया। तो आई थिंक मैं कहूंगा कि वार्नर आज बहुत अच्छा खेले थे, और स्टीव स्मिथ उनकी तो फेवरेट टीम है इंग्लैंड along with India. So I think you can expect this from Steve Smith. That guy, if he gets set, he is difficult to dislodge. He is a totally nemesis for England. So we are waiting for another 100 from Steve Smith.
yeah, stats is also good, great in Lords
Yeah.
compared to Smith and Root. Smith and Root both have good
या
stats in
बट
Lords. So
बट
let's
वन
see
थिंग एज
how
ए
much.
फैन मैं कहूंगा थोड़ा सा दिल जलता है कि टेस्ट क्रिकेट में अगर हम फैब फोर देखें तो जो रूट है, केन विलियमसन, स्टीव स्मिथ, इनका जो टेस्ट में जो रिकॉर्ड है वो बेटर से बेटर होता जा रहा है। और यहाँ पर विराट कोहली देखे तो उनका पिछले 2-3 साल में वो टेस्ट में बहुत ज्यादा नीचे आए हैं। और मेरे को जिस बात का डर है कि उनका जो टेस्ट करियर है वो 45 और 45 की एवरेज के साथ खत्म ना हो। तो आई थिंक जो उनका एक रेपुटेशन बना है ना, उस पर थोड़ा सा मैं कहूंगा डिरेल होगा। नो, उनकी ग्रेटनेस पर तो कोई सवाल नहीं है, लेकिन एक होता नहीं कि प्लेयर की ग्रेटनेस को रेड बॉल में उनका कैरियर कैसा गया वहां पर आंका जाता है। तो मैं चाहूंगा कि विराट जल्दी से जल्दी रेड बॉल में वापसी करे और थोड़ा वो पीछे रह गए तो उनको वो कैच अप करने की कोशिश करें, स्मिथ को, रूट को और विलियमसन को।
बिल्कुल, मेरे को लगता है स्टार्ट जो है वेस्ट इंडीज़ टूर
हाँ,
से ही होगा। और मैक्सिमम लोगों ने अब कहना भी स्टार्ट कर दिया, जैसे जब इंडिया में वर्ल्ड कप हुआ था तो कह रहे थे सचिन के लिए वर्ल्ड कप जीतना है। तो अब जो कहना
या
स्टार्ट कर दिया है कि विराट कोहली के लिए वर्ल्ड कप जीतना है, क्योंकि विराट कोहली इतना बड़ा स्टार है, इन्होंने इतने रन्स बनाए, वो भी बहुत तेज़ी से। आसान नहीं होता इतनी जल्दी 10,000 रन बनाना, इतने ज़्यादा रन्स क्विक टाइम में बनाना, और अच्छे नॉक्स भी आए। तो ऐसे चैंपियन प्लेयर के पास एक ट्रॉफी तो ज़रूर होनी चाहिए, क्योंकि आरसीबी से खेले तो उनको कभी ट्रॉफी नहीं मिली। तो आई थिंक सो उस लिहाज से इंडिया का एक गोल हो गया है कि
या
चलिए विराट
राहुल
कोहली के
वांट
लिए
टू
भी
सेट
ट्रॉफी
समथिंग।
जीतनी है।
Yeah. So yeah, I want
या
to actually answer this question. I don't think you don't need to win for any individual in your
या
team or anything, like win for Virat Kohli or win for Rohit Sharma. There's no such thing as that. You play for your country, you win for your country. Any World Cup you play, it doesn't matter who's in the playing 11. You don't win for the sake of one player, star player in your team. You win for the sake because you want to win for your country, and your win for the fans who are cheering you on for them next. So
बट
whether Kohli, that's all immaterial. And besides, Kohli has won the World Cup as a player already in 2011.
या
So you're not exactly winning it for him. Kohli might not have won the trophy as a captain, but he has won it as a player. There's more pressure on Rohit Sharma to win it. Rohit Sharma hasn't held the trophy as even a player
Yeah, I
before.
think I will consider it as a personal achievement that Virat Kohli is winning the World Cup. I think you are playing for India there, so I think India should be priority first, not Virat Kohli.
Cricket is a team
ओके,
game. You
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
win for
obviously.
any one individual, even if it is the captain. Okay, many people will say Rohit won in a few years from now if India wins the World Cup, but it's not. At the end of the day, it's not Rohit Sharma, it's not MS Dhoni or Kapil Dev who wins the World Cup. It's
It's
the Indian
India.
team. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Indian
India
team.
that wins the World Cup, and that's
ओके।
more important than anything else.
They are the member of this Indian team, but they are not the whole Indian team there. So we have to understand that point.
Yeah, okay. So, guys, when we talk about Virat Kohli, always Rohit fans come and say some comments. So, read this comment also for Rohit Sharma. That अगर मैं 10 ओवर बैटिंग कर लूँ तो कोई बॉलर मुझे आउट नहीं कर सकता है, मैं अपनी गलती से आउट हो सकता हूँ। रोहित शर्मा। तो रोहित शर्मा फैन स्पॉटेड। वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट विराट
Wait,
कोहली।
wait.
सो गिव योर रिएक्शन
You'll
गाइस।
have to translate this for me a little bit. I
Actually, you want to tell that if Rohit Sharma bat till 10 overs, then Rohit will out with
On
his
mistake.
own. Uh,
Yeah, that's
yes.
very true. In my opinion, it's been happening for quite a while now. Many times you see Rohit Sharma batting. Be it in IPL, be it in Test cricket, One Day cricket, or T20 international cricket. You've always seen this with Rohit. He'll have a promising start, and you'll think today is his day. He's on fire today, and just when you're finished saying he's on fire, he'll get out doing something stupid. And the way he gets out is also ridiculous. He'll play a scoop shot or something. He'll play some fancy shot which is not his type of shot, and
I think
he'll
Rahul's
lose the wicket.
if you saw in the past 2 to 3 years, Rohit's main problem is not his batting. His main problem is his fitness too. Because of his fitness issues, he can't stretch his inning too long there. If you saw Rohit Sharma's past record in ODI cricket, obviously he will take time in the first 10 to 15 overs, but after that he will accelerate like no other batsman in the world too. So in that regard, I think Rohit is lacking there because of his fitness problems.
Yes, fitness problems. Now that he's the captain of the team, this is exactly what I feared in Rohit Sharma becoming the captain. But of course, people I encountered anywhere will say he's won the IPL 5 times, so he will definitely turn the Indian team around. There's no question about it. You should just trust him. Close your eyes and trust him. They will say that. But I had a doubt because of his fitness mainly, because like I said earlier, availability is the best ability.
Yes,
Okay,
yes, yes.
if you're no matter how good a captain, if you're half the time not fit or taking rest, you're not even available for your team, then what's the use? Okay, if you're half the time you're not in the team and somebody else is doing your job for you of captaincy. So if you look at the last first year of Rohit Sharma's captaincy, how many people captained India? Like a good, I lost track. Maybe some 6 or 7 people have captained India across all three formats. That's chaos.
Yeah,
You cannot you cannot be a successful team if you have something like that. There's a saying in English: "Too many cooks spoil the broth." So
rats.
that's what it is with captaincy. If anything, if you want multiple captains, have single captain for each format. That is okay. But you cannot have multiple formats and like 2 or 3 captains in each format. That will
Yeah,
create
if you
chaos.
saw in the
So
name of
let's
rest and workload pressure, obviously players also needed the rest. How many games Rohit misses for India there? If you saw in Test cricket, in ODIs, in T20s, the main matches, I think Rohit misses too many matches for India in the past 2 3 years in the name of injury, in the name of uh, uh, you
getting
can say
COVID.
that rest there. So you making Hardik Pandya captain, KL Rahul captain, so Shikhar Dhawan is captaining there. So Rishabh Pant. So there are too many captaincies there. So Rahul is right in that regard. You can't have too many captains for one team there. So in that regard, they need to be stabilized in that department.
Yes, absolutely. And even under Virat Kohli, when Virat Kohli took rest, there was a certain line of succession. First of all, to begin with, when Virat Kohli was captain, he had his limitations as captain. I'll agree, but he was available most of the time. Virat Kohli rarely took any breaks when he was captain of the Indian team. MS Dhoni took even less breaks when he was captain. Rarely took any breaks when he was captain, but whenever he wasn't available, there was one standard person to take over the captaincy. When Dhoni was captain and he was not available, it was clear Virat Kohli will stand in as captain.
I
When
think,
Virat Kohli was 1 minute, sorry.
yeah,
When Virat Kohli was captain, it was very clear Rohit Sharma will stand in as captain. Now, when Rohit Sharma is captain, so many people have taken over. In fact, in the test in England, that one-off test when Rohit Sharma missed because of COVID, you could have given KL Rahul the captaincy. You could have given Virat Kohli the captaincy, but no, out of the blue,
just
Jasprit
Bumrah.
Bumrah became captain. How did that happen?
And I think you lost that test due to the poor captaincy there. If you saw India taken that 5 wickets of England when they're chasing 377, but if you see the field placing is there, no doubt the batsman has done brilliant batting, but the field placing is very defensive and very poor. Due to their field placing and poor captaincy, India lost that match. I am pretty sure that if Rahane was the captain or any other guy was the captain, India will probably win that match.
Yes, absolutely. Another thing with Rohit, not even in a series where he plays, like if the last match is of no consequence, suddenly he'll uh, rest himself, being the captain. In Asia Cup, he did that. When India was knocked out before the final with 1 match to go, he took rest against Afghanistan.
Why they
When
can't take
India
that
lost
rest in IPL? Simple
uh,
is the reason.
exactly. And when India lost Bangladesh series, for example, he rested last match, which was of
Yeah.
no consequence. And in fact, this rest came after he also skipped the New Zealand tour. So they skipped New Zealand and lost in Bangladesh
I think
finally.
I think in the that second last game he was injured and he comes at middle of the order. That's why I think
Yes, yes.
he
Oh, yeah.
take that
He
rest.
missed.
Yeah.
Again, an injury. He missed the test series also in Bangladesh. Finally, his first overseas test as a captain was in the World Test Championship final.
And one thing, Rahul, I want to add in that current West Indies squad which India announces, they pick Ajinkya Rahane again as a vice captain. But my question is, when you are going from transformation there, you are picking Jaiswal, you are picking Rituraj Gaikwad, then why you making Ajinkya Rahane vice captain again? Obviously, I am big fan of Rane as a captaincy material wise, but if you are going for transformation case, then you have to going for that younger guys, going for role from Shubman Gill, other guys. So you are going two-step backward there.
Yes,
I
absolutely
think yeah,
agreed.
I think Ajinkya Rahane is a fixed place in a playing 11. That's why I think for this series he is vice captain. Vice captain will change. I
Okay.
don't.
So Rohit Sharma is a world class batsman. Yeah, that's obvious. No one is questioning that. That is a given. But I think Rohit Sharma needs to be questioned as a captain seriously, because if you look at all tournaments we have played under the very few tournaments, if I will, we have not prepared well. We didn't prepare well for the T20 World Cup last year. Finally, with 3 months to go, we just put together some team and we went to the
I
World Cup.
think
For
if
World
you
Test
saw in the
Championship final,
yeah
uh, we played IPL, went for a vacation in London after IPL, and in between played a cricket match. That's how we played the World Test Championship final. For one day cricket too, one day cricket has taken a back seat since
yeah
the last ODI World Cup. It has to be said. During pandemic, what was BCCI's focus? How to schedule IPL somehow. We'll schedule IPL during the pandemic, bring everyone to UAE and have IPL in front of empty stands even.
yeah
Then
Rahul, if you saw in that T20 World Cup which is happened in UAE 2021, before that they are staging IPL there, and the players who are playing at 45-degree heat there, and suddenly playing the World Cup too. So how can you consider that scheduling there? It's a totally, you can say that, I don't want to use that word, but what I have to use, I think it's totally stupid scheduling by BCCI there. They are staging IPL in the that sore heat of UAE. After studying that, they are staging that World Cup too. So in that case, and also that selection blunders, who can forget their selection blunders by selectors? In 2019 World Cup, they don't pick Raidu. In 2021, they don't pick Yuzvendra Chahal. Out of the sudden, they pick Varun Chakravarti. We saw what Varun Chakravarti has done in that World Cup. So I don't
yes,
know what sort of selections they are doing before
yeah.
the World Cup.
So in 2021 T20 World Cup, the only saving grace I will say for that is they played in the right format. The IPL is also T20 format. They played in UAE conditions. There were international cricketers in that competition. But again, you need to play as a team also a little bit before the T20 World Cup. Indian BCCI, they abandoned Test series in England to continue this IPL.
Yeah,
We must not forget that too. So the Indian, lot of Indian fans were telling me that this IPL is our preparation for the T20 World Cup. They were saying this is a preparation. Finally, after the first match, India lost to Pakistan by 10 wickets, and they flipped the argument. They said we didn't play, we lost because we didn't play as a team before the World Cup. All of a sudden, so my simple question is, what happened? All you were saying this IPL was your preparation. Now you're saying we couldn't win because we're playing on UAE pitch. Same excuse next year when the Asia Cup happened in Dubai in UAE. Again, same excuse. We were playing on UAE pitch, so we could not win. How can you make that excuse when you played one
yeah.
and a half IPLs in UAE before those competitions, that you can't win on UAE pitch, and you are
I
saying
think
this is your
I
preparation?
think it's a stupid idea that before the World Cup that is happening in on the UAE sector. You see the temperature in UAE, it's around 45 to 50 degrees Celsius there, and you playing in the long tournament like IPL, then going to the World Cup. So I called it a total suicide.
Yes, absolutely. And plus, you need to play international matches before a World Cup to be ready. You can't simply play IPL and then
Yeah,
go for any competition, because team spirit is also necessary. If
yeah,
for 2 months you have all played on different teams and you're playing against each other, how can
yeah.
you get a team spirit and be prepared suddenly going and playing with each other in a team? You won't get team spirit, no matter whether you've played in the same format, same conditions. You won't get team spirit. You can't go from being teammates with Trent Bolt and Tim Southey one day
Yeah.
to suddenly having Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli as your teammates. You can't make that transition easily. It won't
That
come.
also happened with Sunrisers team as well, because they're suddenly making Adam Markham captain out of the no way, and they don't have that team meeting for before the IPL, which they should have. Obviously, they included the star players like Markram, Klaassen there, but you can't expect the result if you don't have that team bonding there. So Chennai in that regard are very smart in because they have 1 month ago before the IPL they had a team bonding session there. So in that bonding session you have the chance to meet and greet every player. What's their problem? What kind of player they are? So you listen, you hearing about the players though. So that time you get your team bonding there. So in that regard, many teams should learn from CSK. Why? What's their winning formula is actually about?
Yes, absolutely. And I think the Indian cricket team would do very well to learn from that. Very concerning remark from Ashwin saying that his teammates are no longer friends; they are just peers. They are just colleagues. That is a concerning matter of concern.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. ओके सर, दिस इज अ गुड कमेंट ऑल्सो। आईसीसी को बस पैसे से मतलब है, क्रिकेट के डेवलपमेंट में कभी ध्यान नहीं
They
दिया,
have
इट इज
not
राइट,
invested in
बिकॉज दे
developing.
वर्शिप
They
आईपीएल।
have not invested in developing cricket. That's the translation, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
They are focusing only on money, not on the development of the cricket.
Yes, they always focus on uh, who will be the sponsor. They change sponsor every year, sometime Adidas, sometime again, and focus on IPL. So that how many rights will come, they will earn money. So that's
Yeah, they are
it.
being very India centric, in my opinion. That's why a lot of people, you've heard the cliche, the BCCI equal ICC equals BCCI. So that is very clear. It's pretty clear. No other league, T20 league in the world, has a 2 month window where no international cricket happens and all international players only play in that country. No other league in the
Yeah.
world has that. Only IPL has that thing. And if Pakistan wants to play any international cricket during the IPL, they have to play against the B teams of those opponents.
I think we need to change some members from BCCI so that things will change, because they don't know which player have to select
Yeah,
and
I
Having
which
said
think
to.
that,
you change
having said
new
that,
members, but you can't change IPL.
Yeah. Having said that, IPL
Yeah,
is benefiting overseas cricketers more than it is benefiting
Yeah.
Indians, because every year overseas cricketers, that to internationals, they are traveling to India and they are getting exposure to these conditions, whereas Indian cricketers are not being allowed in overseas leagues. So you only get to play in Australia during some three-match bilateral series once in 4 years, or during a T20 World Cup. So if you look at, for example, before the India Pakistan match, Haris Rauf, what he said the MCG is my home ground,
Yeah, he
because
played for Melbourne there for BBL.
he played for Melbourne Stars in the BBL. Had you sent a bowler like Umran Malik to BBL, for example, he could be such a good bowler, because he will get the practice of bowling in those conditions. He'll get to bowl in at Gabba, he'll get to bowl in Perth,
I think
MCG. He'll get
Rahul, you should give
exposure.
credit to their PSL franchisee Lahore Qalandar. They have that agreement with that Australian cricket board. There, they will send their young upcoming talents to Australian to train there, to train about bowling, the diet factor. So Haris Rauf is part of that group there. So they have other guys from Lahore Qalandar who are training in Australia too. So you have to give credit to their franchisees. In our case, I think our franchisees allowed their young players in India, but our players can't go to England, Australia, and in the South African conditions.
Our franchises are business oriented. They
Yes,
don't
yes,
want
they
to
are
send their
business
players
oriented.
there. They want to buy all the teams all over the world. That is their goal. They want to buy all the teams all over the world and create glitz and glamour. That is what they are after. They're not after player development. If at all, they're after player development, is for developing them for IPL, not developing them for anything else.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, Kunal, I have to go.
and
It's late night in India.
yeah, okay,
Thank you, bro.
yes,
yes,
absolutely.
yeah, yeah. But Rahul, if I talk about the last thing, is BCCI is mad. BCCI is very mad. I think why they are bringing the Ireland T20 series. just before the World Cup. What they want to do? You just bring 50-50 try series. Maybe you can make a try series with New Zealand, Australia, someone. So that will be fruitful for 50 overs World Cup. They
Mm,
are bringing 2020
to be
against Ireland.
frank, I don't know what. Be, I looked at the India's schedule up to the ODI World Cup. We're hardly playing any, or hardly playing much one-day cricket. What's going on? We're not. We can't simply just play uh, some three-match series with West Indies, play one Asia Cup, one three-match series with Australia, and go into the World Cup. What kind of preparation will you get from that? That's hardly what to say. Let's say 3 plus 3, then yeah, single digit number of ODIs, almost 11 ODIs, at least 12 if we play the Asia Cup final. So the 12 ODIs from now till end of September, that's nothing. How can you? That's hardly a preparation for the World Cup. And mind you, this Indian team, we have lost our last from our last five ODI series, we've lost three. Since starting from the end of the T20 World Cup, we lost an ODI series both in New Zealand and Bangladesh. We came home and we defeated Sri Lanka and New Zealand, but we lost to Australia, and then IPL World Test Championship final. So we've not in an ODI World Cup year for what to say, for 3 months now. We have not played a single ODI. That is really a concern for me.
Yeah, of course. In conclusion, I can say that BCI need to think about the what things need to be uh, change. Like if there is a, year of T20 World Cup, play maximum T20. If there is a year of 50-50 World Cup, try to make 50 overs World Cup so that you will know the preparation, their players. Because till now, I am confident that India is only 50% ready. 50% team is not ready
Yes,
still.
absolutely. And in fact, BCCI should even split the teams. So you need to have, regardless of what quantity of matches you have, you need to have a separate T20 team so that they will take care of T20 preparation. You cannot have this thing. This is another issue I have with Rohit Sharma's captaincy. When the T20 World Cup is coming, he skips ODIs. He, Although he's appointed as an all format captain, they don't appoint someone as an all format captain. Okay, he skips ODIs when T20 World Cup is coming up. After T20 World Cup is over and ODI World Cup is coming up, he stops playing T20 cricket. How can you call this guy an all format captain? Designate different captains for different formats, in my opinion. This is another issue I have. Then, if you see the ICC tournaments coming up, how they are scheduled. You have ODI World Cup once in 4 years. Between each ODI World Cup, there's only one Champions Trophy in ODIs, and there are two T20 World Cups. So if you want to prepare for all these events, so you have like every alternate year an ODI World Cup, T20, an ODI event, a T20 event. So if you want to practice for get a good preparation for these events, you need to have separate teams for separate formats. You can't have this kind of nonsense like you will play with the, if T20 World Cup is coming, playing with full strength and second string for ODI, and then vice versa if ODI World Cup is coming up. You cannot have that kind of a system. Then you will not prepare well for any event.
Yeah, of course.
And
So
add to this test World Test Championship final being every other year. Of course, for that we'll be playing IPL till week before the final.
okay, so later on, let's see Rahul what will happen. But yes, I'm very excited to see the World Cup qualifier second team, who will be the second team to join after Sri Lanka. So let's see and let's hope for the best for West Indies also. So let's see what will
Yes, I
happen.
hope. I hope whatever happens, it goes close. But yeah, personally, I would love, among all these teams, I'd love to see Sri Lanka qualify. It would be really pity if they don't qualify for this
Almost
World Cup.
confirmed. Almost confirmed.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, West Indies as well. If Zimbabwe misses, not going to feel too bad for them. I'd feel disappointed for them, but not as bad as if Sri Lanka or West Indies were to miss out.
Yeah. So let's see what will happen. Yes, we will talk about cricket later on tomorrow, and we will take another topic. And till then, guys, thank you very much, and thank you, Rahul, for your
Yeah,
time.
good night.
So good night. Thank you for your time. We will meet tomorrow and another uh, content. So guys, how you like the video? Just show your comments and show your support also. Already you are supporting, especially the Rohit Sharma fan. They is always active in my channel. That is good. So let's see what will happen and hope India win this World Cup also. So till then, guys, thank you very much. Goodbye and good night.
Good night.